Hello, my name is Pharmacist Michael, and today I'm going to talk about how vitamin K works for your bones and your heart, and why it's an important vitamin to be aware of. Vitamin K is one of the fat soluble vitamins, and it comes in two different forms K1 and K2. Vitamin K1 is essential for several things, including blood coagulation, bone metabolism, and overall heart health. So, there was this Danish scientist in the 20th century by the name of Henrik Dam who discovered a fat soluble compound that was essential for blood coagulation in chickens. This actually earned him the Nobel Prize in Physiology in 1943, and this is where vitamin K was born. We later found that this vitamin came in two forms K1, which is mostly found in green leafy vegetables, and K2, which is synthesized by our gut bacteria and is also found in fermented foods and animal products. Here is a good list of foods that contain the two forms of vitamin K. As you can see, eating a balanced whole foods diet should be sufficient. We will talk about possible risk factors that can lead to vitamin K deficiency later in this video. Besides its important role in blood coagulation, which, by the way, prevents excessive bleeding, vitamin K is also very important to our bone and heart health. It helps osteocalcin bind calcium, which contributes to the mineralization of bones, increasing their strength. Vitamin K also activates proteins that inhibit calcification in the arteries. This helps to maintain arterial flexibility and prevents cardiovascular diseases. Let's talk a little bit more about vitamin K's role in the blood clotting process. Vitamin K is essential for the activation of certain proteins known as clotting factors, which are crucial for blood coagulation. These factors, such as factor 2 or prothrombin, factor 7, 9, and 10, require something known as gamma carboxylation. In a nutshell, this enhances their calcium binding capacities. Vitamin K acts as a coenzyme, which facilitates this modification. The carboxylated forms of these proteins have a high affinity for calcium, and that is critical for the formation of blood clots. Without enough vitamin K, the synthesis of these clotting factors is impaired, leading to a reduced ability to form blood clots and an increased risk of uncontrollable bleeding. Now let's switch to bone health. Vitamin K prevents osteoporosis and bone fractures. How does it do this? Well, it's involved in activating osteocalcin, which is a vitamin K dependent protein produced by bone forming cells called osteoblasts. Osteocalcin helps regulate the mineralization of bones. This is a process where calcium and phosphate are deposited in bone tissue, which enhances its strength and density. For the osteocalcin to bind calcium effectively and facilitate its incorporation into the bone matrix, it must undergo carboxylation, a vitamin K dependent process. There have been several studies supporting the role of vitamin K in enhancing bone mineral density and reducing the risk of fractures. Because of this evidence, current dietary recommendations emphasize adequate vitamin K intake as part of a bone healthy diet. What about vitamin K's role in the health of our heart? We know that vitamin K has potential in preventing calcification in our blood vessels, and we also know it can influence blood pressure. Vitamin K2 activates a certain protein called MGP, which inhibits arterial calcification. Once activated, MGP binds to calcium ions, which prevents them from being deposited in the arterial walls. This preserves the elasticity and health of the artery. We also know that vitamin K assists in the production of proteins that can help regulate blood vessel dilation. This can lower the risk of hypertension, which is a risk factor in cardiovascular diseases. So, why is all this important? Well, if you're deficient in vitamin K, this has some pretty serious implications for your bone and heart health. Let me start by saying that vitamin K deficiency is relatively rare in healthy adults, but let's talk about some of the risk factors. Obviously, the most direct cause of vitamin K deficiency is inadequate dietary intake. If we don't eat enough vitamin K rich foods, we're probably going to have a decreased level of vitamin K in our bodies. There are also certain health conditions that can affect the absorption of vitamin K. These include celiac disease, Crohn's disease, and other gastrointestinal disorders. And finally, let's talk about medication interference. Some medications interfere with vitamin K metabolism or absorption. Warfarin, which is an anticoagulant, works by inhibiting vitamin K dependent clotting factors. This is effective in preventing blood clots, but it can also lead to vitamin K deficiency if not carefully monitored. And remember, earlier we said that vitamin K2 is synthesized by bacteria in our gut. If we take broad spectrum antibiotics for long periods of time, this can disrupt our gut flora, which affects the synthesis of vitamin K2. I do want you all to know that Sunshine Nutraceuticals has a vitamin D product, which can help with your immune system as well as your mood, that also contains vitamin K2. Taking this supplement is an easy way to ensure that you get enough vitamin K2 into your body, assuming that you don't have one of the health conditions that decreases absorption. I will put a link to this product in the description section of this video. I hope you have learned something new today about vitamin K and its ability to help keep our body healthy. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section or simply email me at michael@pharmacistmichael.com. I would be happy to answer any questions you might have. Also, please let me know if there's any subject you would like covered related to health and wellness. I get most of my topic ideas from my followers and subscribers. If you would like more information on healthy living, please subscribe to our channel. We release a brand new video each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. My name is Pharmacist Michael. Be happy and be healthy.